Washington State University. Go Cougs!
Hello, and welcome to the course on collecting smartphone sensor data using iOS. In this first module, we'll be giving an introduction to iOS. Specifically, we will be looking at the different iOS devices and the sensors available on those devices, and we'll be focusing on iOS version 10. Then we will look at Xcode, which is the main programming environment for developing iOS apps, and we'll be looking at version 8. And then we'll look at Swift, which is the main programming language for developing iOS apps, and we'll be using Swift version 3. Finally, we'll get started with the app we'll be designing in this course, which is the Sensor app. As you may know, there are three main devices that use iOS: the iPad, the iPhone, and the Apple Watch. All three devices have several sensors on board from which we can collect information and do analysis of behavior. The sensors that are common to all three devices measure motion and location. The accelerometer measures movement in 3 dimensions along axes relative to the device. The gyroscope measures rotation about those axes. The GPS measures the location of the device using latitude, longitude, and altitude, and it can also measure the course that the device is moving in. Again, these are sensors available in all three devices. For the iPhone and iPad only, there are 2 additional sensors, the magnetometer and the barometer. The magnetometer is a digital compass, which of course gives us the compass heading of the device. And the barometer measures atmospheric pressure, which can also be used to give us the altitude of the device relative to sea level. The Apple Watch has a heart rate sensor on the back. That sensor uses LEDs and photodiodes using light to detect changes in the blood flow, which are correlated with the heart rate. So the app that we'll be designing in this course we'll call the Sensor app, and as you can see, it's very simple and is designed to display the sensor information that we collect from the sensors. The accelerometer, the rotation from the gyroscope, and the latitude, longitude, and altitude from the GPS. We'll also implement the ability to send the data to a remote server. So let's see this app in action. I made a short video that'll show us how the sensors react as we move the device. So let me start that up. So we can see that the sensors are displaying information. Of course, the latitude, longitude, and altitude don't do much because I'm not moving around much. But you can see the accelerometer is measuring the rapid movements. And then as I pitch the device down, we see the pitch going up and down. As I roll the device, I see a change in the rotation along the y-axis. And then as I rotate the device flat, I see the change in the yaw or the z-axis. If we hit the send button, then of course the data, a snapshot of the data is sent, and then of course we can stop the sensors. So that's a quick demo of the app that we'll be designing in this course. Of course, the next step is to familiarize ourselves with the programming environment, which is Xcode. So we'll do that in the next part.